Hey you guys, I'm Brianna. I'm a certified personal trainer. I am also a cheer coach and I specialize in strength and conditioning. I'm the owner and CEO of Coach by Brie, and I'm here to tell you today how to help your children stretch when they've begun cheer. So a lot of times us coaches will send your kids out after practice and tell you parents, hey, make sure they're stretching at home. You automatically assume they know what stretches they're gonna do, but chances are when they get home, they're either gonna forget or they're gonna want you to instruct them because they're used to being coached. Children are sponges, they love to be coached, and they're eager to please. So here's your cheat sheet, or you can just fast forward and tell them to do the stretches with me. But if you have the knowledge, it will really impress them. It'll gain some respect from them, and it'll help them be better athletes season after season, week after week, really. So here we go. We're gonna start with mobile stretching. A lot of times we are programmed or we're taught to just start reach for your toes, sit on the ground and straddle stretch, but you really want to start with mobile stretching first. So anything as simple as big arm circles, get those shoulders warmed up, small arm circles, get those shoulder blades warmed up. You're going to want to do some hip flexor stretching on both sides. We're going to go over form here in a second, but I just want to give you guys some examples, okay? Make sure that your kiddo has enough room. You want them to really be extending. The whole point of stretching is to get those muscles nice and open, elongated. So make sure they have enough room. Let's start with shoulder stuff. Working those shoulders, stretching them out. You want arms way out. They can even tell them to reach to each side, and little circles are going to help improve the back. Big arm circles, and make sure they're doing them correctly, keeping their body nice and straight. Their arms, they're not going like this because that's how you hurt your back. Keep them nice and still. Just using their shoulders. The whole point is to rotate and get this all warmed up, okay? If they're somebody who likes to feel, have them hold one. Feel it going around. It's pretty cool, right? Shoulder flexibility is huge, especially if your cheerleader wants to be a tumbler. Next, we can do some hip exercises. Open those up. This is going to help with tumbling, jumps. It's going to help pulling heel stretches, all the fun cheer terms that we will learn on another day. But a good one that I like to do is find your center, all weight on one leg, and then go ahead, keep your body nice and still, but open your leg up. You can either rotate it or you can pull it up and then pull it out, okay? You want that open, up and out. And they can do this 10 on each leg, up and out, up and out. And you wanna make sure that it's coming up and they're staying straight, and then it's coming out and opening up, okay? Next, you can do some leg circles, which is going to kind of do the same thing, but at a bigger extended muscle stretch, okay? So you want toes pointed, all weight on one leg, opening it up so that your inner thigh is facing the wall across from you. We're not doing this. A lot of kids want to do this, okay? Don't let them do that. You want to open it up and point toes. Pointed toes are so important in cheerleading, okay? Next, you can do the same thing we just did with our hips, where you are rotating it out. This is going to build, not only stretch, but it's going to build this muscle from here to here. And you're going to see better jump quality, better flexibility, stronger tumbling. But make sure those toes are pointed. Don't let them roll their ankle. And they can snap at the bottom if they need to, okay? Now, down on the floor, you can have them do a couple different things. Naturally, they're gonna wanna go right into a straddle. They're probably learning their splits. They probably know their splits. Have them sit and make sure that they are up on their heels, pointing their toes to the walls away from them and turning their feet slightly backwards, okay? So they can go forward until it starts to feel tension, and then have them just hold, breathing. Don't let them do this thing. Keep their body and core nice and tight, and then you can have them go to each side. Holding for 30 seconds is ideal. When you're stretching and trying to get more flexible, they can hold their butterfly stretch if they want to. I am holding my ankles and pushing down on my knees. You can tell them to do the turtle, which is where they just curl into a ball. And then pike, push your toes out from or to across, and then pull your body out. They will feel this under, and you're gonna see your children always trying to bend their knees. Tell them no. Flat legs, straight locked knees, and only stretch until it's uncomfortable, and then hold it. It should not hurt, but it should be applying pressure to those muscles. They can start working on their splits as well. If they cannot go into a split, have them kneel with their foot flat. Front leg should be straight, and then have them just lean forward. One hand on either side of their body, making sure they stay balanced and square. Make sure that their hips are not turning, not right now. And it should be, you should feel it through here. Most important part of this, pointed toes, knees locked, okay? And then you can have them switch legs if they cannot do their splits. Do not force them to. We don't want to pull any hamstrings. If you are gonna have them continue stretching, we're gonna go into our middle splits. When you have them do their middle splits, you want them leaning forward, legs out as far as they can, and just always have your kiddos come down slowly from any stretch, or come out of any stretch nice and slow. Encouraging them to stay as straight as possible and square. Teach them what a square body is. Keeping that body to the front, nice and tight, but still able to move. So controlled movements. Next, a couple stretches that they can do are opening up their hips, pushing on their knee. I'll do it from this side. Okay, pushing on your knee. They're gonna feel it through here. They can pull. You can do this with your leg down as well. Pull. And always make sure they're doing both sides of their body. Please, please, please do not only do one side of your body. Have them put their arms behind them, try to get your pinkies touching, and you can slide back. This is for shoulder flexibility. They can do hands facing their feet up into a tabletop, also is great for shoulder flexibility. Okay, and then if they can and they start working on their bridges and their back work, they can go ahead and again, hands should be placed where they are facing your feet. It's always encouraged to have your hair up before you start stretching, but when you go up into that back bend, you do want to make sure that your hands are directly under your shoulders, and they should be driving up with their feet pulled to the ceiling and stretching that back. Feet should be together, and then come on down slowly. I hope this helps. This is not all the stretches that they have learned, but this is a lot of them, and these are the very basic ones that will help them throughout their cheer journey, their tumbling journey, gymnastics if they are in gymnastics, but these actually could go sports wide. Flexibility and mobility helps prevent the possibility of sports injuries. Does not take that away. However, having flexible, warmed up muscles, ligaments, tendons does help you on the path to preventing that. And it makes you stronger. Have a great day. Feel free to subscribe, share this video, and enjoy the time with your kiddos because they do really like when you're involved with their athletics.